There's this great quote by Jordan Belfort from the man Wolf of Wall Street. I'm going to let the man do the talking.
I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every time.
And the interesting part is that experiencing both, the most interesting thing is seeing the dynamic or the way we analyze or see cash from both sides of the spectrum, the poor side and the rich side. And this is what I want to highlight to you. This part is free. Your mentality shift is free. It's the one thing that you can shift immediately. So even if you're poor, you can shift your mentality to be that of a rich guy. For example, growing up poor, I always thought and heard it's not good to want to be rich. It's bad being the rich guy. It's almost like this taboo subject. Maybe it's just like the Latino culture, but it's something you really don't talk about. You don't talk about how to make more money. And more importantly, talking about it makes it seem greedy if you continually talk about how to make money. And on top of that, you always hear that old adage, money is the root of all evil. Like, that's always in the back of your head. And then tagged along with that, you hear the line, money will never buy you happiness. Those rich people, they're rich, but they're not really happy. When you're rich, it's completely different. When you're rich, your eyes open up. You understand how the world really works. You understand that money is simply just a tool to make your life easier, to open up new experiences, to give you freedom, and to reduce stress. Then you teach to your kids everything you've learned about how to make money and how they themselves can make money, and hello, nepotism. And now money stays in the family, and that's what I want you to be. I want you to be that guy that changes it around for your lineage. Maybe your lineage has always been middle class or poor or whatever, but you can be the guy that changes your mindset. You'll become the guy that makes the money in your family, and now you become the guy that makes sure that your future generations know how to create and multiply their wealth so your family ends up being rich. Because yes, it will give you stability. It does add happiness. Number two, that debt is a bad thing. Like, they see it as like this taboo thing, and yes, it's a bad thing if you're buying liabilities, right? Like, it's a bad thing if you go buy a super expensive car that you cannot afford. It's a bad thing if you're maxing out your credit cards on designer stuff that has no value, right? That instantly devalues as soon as you buy it. Yes, in those cases, it is a bad thing, which is crazy because that is the only type of debt that when you're poor, you end up incurring. Like, when you're poor, the only time you think about debt is thinking about it and buying liabilities. However, the rich people understand it differently. The rich people understand that you can use that and manipulate that, giving you extra capital to make gambles, to make predictions, to invest in your company, to do X, Y, Z. Someday, if I hit my financial goal, I have this plan, because I've been doing a huge vlog, where I'm going to show you all my financials. At every stage of the point, I'm going to show you how much debt I incurred making crazy gambles and bets in my business, which ones paid off, which ones didn't, because I want you to see what realistically looks like when you're rich. And when you're rich, sometimes you're dealing with millions of dollars in debt just to make some sort of prediction or gamble, thinking that it's going to multiply your wealth. This is the different shift that you need to see. Even when you're poor, debt is not a bad thing if you're using it to make more cash that can cover or service the debt and therefore make you extra cash on top of that. And the truth is that sometimes you just need like a little extra bump to get started. You need a little extra push. And it doesn't have to be millions or even thousands of dollars. For example, our sponsor, Dave, can get you up to $500 today. If you're the type of guy, maybe you want to start a business, something quick. You need a website, you need a quick Instagram, maybe you need a graphic designer. It'll run you about anywhere from $200 to $500. You need the cash now. Something like our sponsor, Dave, can get you the cash now so you can use it to whatever you need right now, and make sure you're using it for stuff that's actually valuable to you and not just some crazy liability that then you're going to have to pay off and doesn't pay you back. Or maybe you're the guy that's struggling paycheck to paycheck, can't make ends meet, are afraid that bills are coming soon and you need your paycheck now. Dave is the banking app that could help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. Now, the cool part with Dave is that with Dave, there's no interest, there's no late fees, there's no credit checks. Now you can finally tackle those expenses that you might have that you need to cover today. And the interesting thing is that millions of people have already downloaded Dave to get the financial relief that they need with that extra cash feature. So if you're in a pinch, need some extra cash, whether it's for investment to pay off bills, I want you to click the link down below. You can download Dave and think of it as a helping hand in the future if you ever need that extra cash. That's dave.com/TMF. Sign up for the extra cash account to get up to $500 instantly. And then for terms and conditions, you can go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services are provided by Involve. And yes, it's a member of the FDIC. Number 3. Rich people are materialistic, another mindset that you have when you're poor. And then they tell you that poor people are humble. And I can tell you right now that that couldn't be further from the truth. As a poor guy, I've met so many other dudes in that same area that are arrogant assholes that really think they got it like that because they got an extra $100 or $1,000 in their bank account. On the flip side, humble rich people that completely opened their doors to us when they didn't have to. Remember, bro, my mom used to clean homes. And the family that she used to clean homes for was the nicest family to us, that they did not have to be that way. They were crazy humble. You have to understand one thing. Money doesn't make you greedy or materialistic or humble or this, that, or the other. There are bad people on any side of the spectrum. All that money is a magnifier. So whatever you truly are as a person, if you're already an asshole, you're going to be a poor asshole, and then you'll be a rich asshole. Money is a magnifier of who you are, and then it obviously takes it up to another level because you really think you're invincible. So if you're a great guy already, you don't have to be worrying about being the asshole or the dirtbag or materialistic. Number 4. You think that there's not enough money. You think that there's not enough money to go around. We also think in a selfish way where you're like, oh, only I can make money, only I can make money. And we're really only scrapping for like $100 or whatever paycheck we're working for. Whereas rich people, not only are they obsessed with networking and getting ideas from other people, giving out ideas so everybody grows, they're also obsessed with creating generating new revenue streams. They're constantly looking at ways where they can create new flows of revenue or magnify whatever flow of revenue they already have. Imagine that. That's your competition. When you're, and again, this didn't make sense to me when I was poor, but when I was poor and I had that mentality, the people I was competing with at the top, that they didn't even know I was competing with them, and I didn't even know I was competing with them, right? But in the world, it's a big competition. We're all in competition with each other, and we don't even realize it. The people at the top, their mentality is, there's unlimited money, I'm going to figure out how to make more, and I'm going to help other people how to make more. Our mentality is, there's not enough money, I'm only making my paycheck, and screw everyone else. That's who you're competing with. Who do you think's going to win? Which ultimately takes me to number 5. Rich people see money as a tool, which I talked about it, whereas poor people put a lot of emotion into money. See, money, when I see it, I'm almost detached from it. They're numbers on a screen. They're a tool that I use to magnify my business, to obviously create memories, etc. But there's no emotional attraction to it. Whereas when you're poor, money has like this emotional feel to it. That's why they add the whole money's the root of all evil, and money can corrupt your soul. And I think when you make that mind shift and understand that, yo, this is just a tool. It's another resource that you're just using, and take that emotion out of it. You think more logical. Like, yeah, I told you, there's times that I've taken debt out or cash out thinking, or even in my own personal cash that I've made a bet. It's been a lot of money. And now, like, I don't even blink an eye. Like, okay, I lost X amount. Cool. Let's keep it moving. Let's figure out how to make more, right? Whereas before, if I would have lost $10, before when my credit cards were maxed, it was to a point, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but when I was poor and my credit cards were maxed, I was literally playing Russian roulette with my credit cards. I think I had 3 at the time, and I knew they were all maxed. And anytime I went to go to the store to buy like $1 or $5 worth of food or whatever, I was playing Russian roulette to see which one would go through. And then when I would give it to the store attendant, in my mind, I'd just be like, please go through, please go through, please go through. See, like, that's the mentality that you grow up with because of the situation that you're in. And instead of focusing on, all right, how to make more money, I'm over here just stressing about which credit card's going to go through. The point is, remove emotion from the cash. See it as a tool. It's nothing more. You should not put your heart on it. You should not rely your life on it. And see it as a tool to just magnify your life, magnify your experiences, grow your business, etc. And I promise you, a lot of that stress will go away.